But when does comedy start to enter the picture for this? When does that get on your radar? And who is it?
I feel like it started like Muppets and Muppet Show and like stuff like that. And like I remember like my parents used to watch like variety shows. Like they liked entertainment in that sense, whatever. But I feel like Mr. Show and like The State and like all those things, like it was just like kind of sketch comedy. And SNL definitely. That was pretty early.
Who from SNL was the person you kind of attached yourself to as a fan?
I mean, like I feel like Lauren always says this too. Is whoever was the cast when you were in high school is your cast.
Sure.
And like I feel like Adam Sandler and a couple of those, like that was kind of my group. But like I loved Farley, Phil Hartman, and then like that Sandler album that he put out, the like stand-up album, but it was like sketches also. Like that was like when peak, like when I went like, all right, I think I like this stuff.
But when did you realize you could do this stuff? That's the trick. Plenty of people like that.
Oh, Tom, stuff. I've always known. No, I'm just kidding.
You're just waiting for reality.
I love
the
talking.
Future you see play itself out.
I love hearing myself talk about my career.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I feel like little kid. I liked SNL. I always wanted to be on SNL, but like I didn't know any better.
Yeah. See, I have no performance gene in me. I'm just scared to be in front. Everything I do, people generally aren't looking at me do it. I like talking into a microphone.
I get that.
I like writing in the corner when nobody's seeing me. I don't have that thing. Like I look at the chat. What's a performance? It's just like people. Oh, you're supposed to be on my side with this, and
the chat,
they're nitpicking every little thing.
Oh, really? What are they saying? Fill me in.
What's his performance gene? It's like I say one. It's like immediate. Say something. 3 seconds later, somebody's riding me. Bobby, you think? I don't know what.
Give me a break. That's what you gotta say.
would like to see you guys at SNL deal with a chat rolling by.
Oh my God! Are you kidding?
Yeah. Not a good sketch.
was that Don Pardo that said that?
That like not a good sketch.
Don Pardo's on the chat, guys. He's mocking us.
No, were you there with Don Pardo? You overlapped with Don Pardo, right?
Oh yeah. I had some great times with Don Pardo
because he was how old would he have been when you were up
when
there?
I was there? 256, I think.
It's just like he's it's like The Shining.
Yes, he was omnipotent. He was always there. He was always in that booth every time. I have a very distinct two Don Pardo stories. I was it was the Gerard Butler episode. I was dressed as the Beast. No, I was dressed as the Clock from Beauty and the Beast. And in the sketch before it, I had to do a voiceover, and sometimes you got to run in that booth and just do a little like something into a mic or something. I had to be a phone caller, like someone calling into a sketch.
Okay,
and I'm dressed as the Clock. So it's hard to walk around, and I go to open the door of the booth, and it doesn't open, and I start shaking it, and it doesn't open, and I realize it's because Don Pardo is in his chair, completely passed out, and he's leaning up against the door.
So he's blocking the door.
So I cannot get in there. Yeah. So we had to like literally push him off. Like we had to like wake him up in order to physically get into the room. That was one. He was the best. And the other time was, I cursed a bunch already.
You can curse. You do what you want.
I was walking down the hall and he just passed me and he went, Bobby Moynihan. And like, I got like a little, like a giggle. Like, I was like, man, that's so cool to hear. Yeah. And he just goes, oh, so much easier than that fucking nightmare Nassim whatever it is. It was amazing. Yeah, he
Don,
did not. He couldn't figure that one out.
No, Don, he's like, it's a classic thing. It's like, Don, you got one job.
Yeah, that's it, man. He had a card and it was all phonetically spelled out.
That actually would be I don't know if I would be good in that. Like that would be like it's do or die. It's just like you got
to say 37 words. Yeah.
It's like I'm on the clock for the next 60 seconds, and then I can go home. But I need to be perfect for these 60 seconds.
Every once in a while, he would just like instead of saying Will Forte, he would say Will Ferrell. He would go Will Ferrell. I kind of forget which one it was.
Yeah.
And then one time, it was the host was Anna Faris.
Okay.
And I guarantee you someone went in and said, you have to say Anna, not Anna.
Yeah.
And his mind went right straight back to a couple years earlier. He went, and your host, Anna Gasteyer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.